Okay, so here's the deal. Plants have always preceded their animal counterparts in evolution. Always. So, for example, angiosperms, which are flowering plants with internal reproduction organs, evolved first before mammals, which would be their animal counterpart. I mean, mammals needed something to eat, first of all. But so now I look at it and say, what is the evolution now? And I feel like our evolution is of a spiritual nature. I mean, that's what we need to do. We need to evolve spiritually, or you might want to say raise consciousness to the level at which, we stop destroying everything, each other and the planet. So around about the 60s, there was this, maybe a little bit before, but definitely during the era of the 60s, which is, I'm a product of the 60s. So was this huge explosion in working with plants that opened doors of perception, we might say. Cannabis, peyote. I mean, there was a lot going on then of like
mushrooms, right?
I mean, it exploded. And then from there, it went to like flower essences. Edward Bach, and he did all his research with essences, which was no chemical constituents of the plant in essences at all. It's strictly vibratory resonance of the plant, or what some may call a plant signature. And then I started working with plant spirit healing, which you don't need to ingest the plant at all to be working with the plant spirits. And now we're doing these plant initiations, which is kind of another level. So what's happening is the plants are just preceding us in our evolution. And they've been since the 60s for sure. And they just continue to kind of add to it. So that to me is like a clear look at this, because this has always happened. How the plants have preceded us. And it's clear to me, and now there's so much talk about plant intelligence and plant consciousness, big time books being written about them. And, it's like clear that this is where we're at now. It's of a spiritual nature, the evolution or consciousness raising level. So that means they're just preceding us. So that means we're coming up onto a huge, I would say, quantum leap, perhaps, in our evolution on a consciousness level, spiritual / consciousness level. To me, this is a very exciting time to be alive, and it's really big stuff is happening. And the plants are your key to it, because look at what they're doing.
Yes, that's so good. And I think it goes right along with this 6 principles in your book, the co-created partnership with nature. And I know it's kind of a map back to who we truly are, our birthright. Now, this is what I like about your book, because most spiritual paths focus on escaping the material world.